Hello, hello, dear one. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining me in this solstice ritual, an opportunity to just breathe ourselves into ourselves and to celebrate the rich invitation that the sun gives us to be able to acknowledge our cycles within cycles. So thank you for being here today. I'm excited to offer up an opportunity to kind of explore the nature of solstice and then to expand into a 3-part ritual process where we'll begin with an element of ceremony of creating sacred space by calling in and honoring and giving thanks to the elements and those cardinal directions which help us to orient to life and the world. We'll move from that into a beautiful explorative movement practice. We won't actually do that together, but I will offer up a sound playlist, a beautiful soundscape of music through Spotify where you can take a deep journey with yourself, and you can do that indoors or outdoors, but allow that music to inspire free-form organic movement in the body in a way that feels good and releases any stagnant energy, just opens up connection to mind, body, emotion, spirit. And then from there, coming back, joining me here for the last part where we will drop into a deeper, more restful state. We'll experience a guided visualization and a little bit of a sound journey that's just going to invite those energies that are moving to harmonize. And after all, that is the energy of solstice. Solstice in Latin, sol meaning sun, stis being about stationary or stopping. So really feeling into the invitation that this particular time holds for just a very intentional pause. A pause and an inward reflection and connection. So that's the opportunity that we have here today, and I'm excited to lead you through these beautiful explorations. Pick and choose how you move with them if you're really not feeling called to the expressive movement and sound. That's totally fine too. You may just want to journey straight from the ceremonial part and down into a laying, comfortable position to be able to drift with your imagination. But just pick and choose what serves you. As always, everything in this space is just an invitation, and I trust you know what you need the most right now to nourish you. So as we begin to prepare for this first part, the ceremonial aspect of this ritual, I invite you to pause the video, take a moment now to go and prepare some kind of really nourishing beverage for yourself, preferably not alcoholic. It is ceremony, so I have a cup of cacao ready, which for most of you will know is my ceremonial drink of choice. She is a plant medicine I journey with every day. You may be called to journey with plant medicines like a herbal tea, or some herbs from the garden, or perhaps some kind of alternative to coffee like a dandelion tea, or even just hot chocolate if that's feeling the call. But I want to invite you to lean into the plant realm as part of this ceremonial experience. So open up to the wisdom of the plant realm in whatever way you most resonates for you. As I say, herbal tea can be a really easy one if you've got something in the cupboard there. But pause the video now, go and prepare yourself something delicious that you can hold on to, bless, and receive the love and the connection to the earth, to the Great Mother, as part of this initial ceremony. And I'll see you soon. So hopefully you have managed to create some kind of sacred space for yourself in whatever that means to you. It may just be lighting a candle or just tidying up a little bit around yourself so that you're not preoccupied with distractions and messiness around you. Just those simple things that you can do to feel yourself transitioning into some really quality time with yourself for self-care and nourishment. And when you're ready, go ahead and pick up your cup, whatever that may be filled with. Just take a moment to feel it in your hands, hold it. Perhaps you'll notice the temperature of the cup. Just take a moment to feel and connect into this vessel you are holding that is filled with nourishment from the plant and beautiful realms of medicine that this earth gives us. We're going to journey through a very gentle, simple ceremony, just honoring and thanking the elements, those which support us in unseen and seen ways. So let's begin. I want to invite you just to take your cup to the left of your heart. Just take a moment to breathe in, call in, welcome in the element of water. This is the acknowledgement of the divine feminine within ourselves, that essence of life force that is fluid and flowing and free. Just welcoming the energy of water into this sacred space, into this medicine journey you are about to embark on, and giving thanks, asking the element of water to help us to be transparent with ourselves, transparent with others. Help us to be able to move effortlessly, to cut through the obstacles and find the most gracious, graceful way of navigating this sometimes bumpy terrain that we walk. We welcome in the essence of our intuition, of those beautiful, impulsive instincts that rise up with us with deep knowing, and all of the emotions that allow us to have this rich human experience, the joys, the pleasure, the laughter, the happiness, the pain and the anguish and the heartache, all of that spectrum of beautiful emotion that gifts us this amazingly rich human experience. Just taking a moment to feel into the essence of that and allow it to fill you, and be grateful for all that the water gives us in this life. From the womb we are born, and in that womb we are suspended in beautiful soft fluid, just swimming as we merge from the spirit realm into this physical form. It is water that is our conduit. So honoring how water holds us and supports us, flows in our veins, comes from our tears, our sweat, our blood. And celebrating this life force that gifts us an immense amount of rich, full experience as humans here. Giving thanks and honoring the element of water. We honor you. Now taking your cup to the right side of your heart. Here we're opening up, receiving, welcoming and honoring the energies of fire. Here we are opening to the guidance of the divine masculine within us, that fiery spark, that divine light that gives us energy, that gives us focus and clarity. That fire within us that burns bright, giving us direction, ambition, motivation. That same fire that helps us to transmute and transform that which we no longer need and is ready to be released. Opening to the energies of fire within us that burn bright, that gift us passion and joy, spontaneity, sweetness of life. Welcoming that energy into this space, into our beings, honoring the energy of fire. and honoring the essence of the masculine within us in all its shapes and forms. Welcoming and giving thanks. Taking our cup to the center of our heart. Opening up to the center of ourselves, the conduit, the bridge, the meeting point between the worlds. Here we open up to the element of air, welcoming in our breath, this life force that moves through us, that constantly reminds us of our connection, this dual life force that connects us to all things. Breathing in to the center of ourselves, feeling ourselves connected to this energy that cleanses, that purifies us, that brings us into the present moment, that allows us to expand and contract within our being, that invites us to sigh, to release, to be here, to be now, welcoming the presence of air into our state of being, welcoming the energies of air into this sacred space and this ceremony, and giving thanks. Taking our cups down now towards the earth, feeling down deep with our roots through the base of our body, feeling ourselves deeply anchored and connected. Reaching, it's almost as if we can feel the essence of our being reaching down into the soil, into the rich tapestry of earth that's beneath us. And giving thanks now, opening up to the wisdom of our Great Mother. She who is constantly holding us, lifting us up, sustaining us and supporting us with all of the things we need in this human life to survive. Feeling down deep into her stability, her grounded, rich connection that helps us to feel still despite the constant state of motion that our beings are in. Allowing ourselves to rest a little deeper as we exhale, rest down into her, allow ourselves to be met wholeheartedly, to be held and supported by the Great Mother, giving thanks to all of the creatures big and small, the finned, the furred, the feathered, the plant realm, and all of the amazing minerals and rocks and substances that help us to gravitate our energy. We are so loved and supported by our Great Mother, and we love her, honoring our body as her body as our body, and this rich tapestry that we are weaving, co-creating together, giving a deep bow towards the earth, our Great Mother, with thanks, and welcoming her presence and awareness into this space. And now taking our cup up over our heads, reaching it up towards the sky, our Great Father, reaching it up towards the expanse above us, that spaciousness, that place of ether, of spirit, of soul, of source, whatever word resonates for you. There are 1,000 words for this essence that we cannot see, that yet we feel ever present in everything we do. Connecting into that life force, that substance, that magic and mystery that is constantly filling our lives, inspiring us, guiding us, honoring all the great teachers of our lives, past, present, and future, honoring the stars, the galaxies, the astral web that influences us, dances with us, guides us, lights us up. Welcoming all of that energy down into our cup through our being, meeting down at the center of our heart, taking our cup down to the center of our being again, and coming to rest now in our cup. Whatever it may be that fills your cup, just take a moment to give thanks. To give thanks for the richness of this medicine that you are about to receive, knowing that it is a source of connection to the earth, that it is a source of deep healing, of nourishment, of quenching your being on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This cup is full, and it's a representation of your inner cup, of your inner chalice, honoring and celebrating the fullness of this life that you are living right now, the fullness of the expression that is you right now in your life, honoring and celebrating how blessed we are to have such a rich, full experience. And when we're ready, bringing the cup to your lips, taking a moment to breathe it in. Take a sip of it with every one of your senses, perhaps with your sense of smell first, smelling, taking in the aromas, noticing the colors. And when you're ready, taking a sip, allowing this medicine to be a balm, a soothing balm for your being. Just noticing with full attention and presence all of the sensations that arise as you slowly sip, noticing how it feels as it moves through your physical body. Noticing what subtle shifts you might feel in your physical body as you slowly sip. And welcoming in now, welcoming in with very little effort and very little thought, welcoming in guidance of your higher self. What is your intention for this ceremony, for this ritual? Allow the essence of that intention to just slowly filter and distill through you. Notice if you're trying or searching, just soften the mind. Let your highest self communicate with you in whatever way resonates the most right now. That could be with feelings, with sensations, with thoughts, with words, with sounds, with imagery. Just trust. Trust however Spirit is communicating with you right now. And let the essence of that flow through you into your cup as you continue to sip. As you continue to sip, and let that intention infuse you. Infuse you from the center of your being outward. Just taking a moment now in silence to just be, to be fully present to all that you're experiencing in this moment, to all that is moving in you. Just take a moment to relish in the stillness. really give yourself full permission to just slowly sip, to slowly allow the space within you to open up. And just allowing yourself this gift of stillness within. And welcoming all that is here in this moment. Whatever conversations are happening in the mind, just acknowledge them for what they are and allow them to be without judgment. Welcoming any emotions or feelings that are present. Honoring how your body feels in this moment and just allowing that. And continuing to open up in conversation with Spirit through the stillness, through the space, through your breath. So take your time now just to slowly sip. So solstice is a journey of midway points. For the summer solstice, we're experiencing the longest day of the year. We have journeyed from the depths of darkness and winter through that time of gestation, of seeding in deep, rich, fertile soil within ourselves, hopes and dreams. And then with the rising energy of spring and into summer, we've ridden the current of nature's forces, lifting us up, energizing us, guiding us into the fullness of light within ourselves, within each other and in the world around us. As we celebrate the summer solstice, we are honoring the sun in its potency, in its highest state of illumination. This beam of light that is within us, that is the spark that cannot be replicated. Even in this world of amazing technology and brilliant minds, we cannot replicate that spark, that divine spark that gives us life. We're honoring that spark, our inner sun. And we're celebrating all that comes in the rich tapestry of this life. So I invite you to continue sipping for as long as you like. You may like to pause the video just to be fully present with your cup, allowing your cup to fill in all of its metaphorical ways. And when you've finished sipping, there's an invitation to create a little bit of space wherever you are, indoors or out, to navigate your way through the comments below to find the link for the Spotify playlist, and to allow yourself a good 50 minutes or so to allow the soundscape to inspire movement. And whatever that movement may be, there's no right, there's no wrong. Just be with your body. Be with the energy of the sun. Be with the sun within you. Be with the sun above you. And just trust in the process. You may move with the music, move with the timing. You may go against the grain, find your own beat. You may start slow and low to the ground. You may shake, roll, imagine all kinds of magical things. Or you may just simply stay tuned to the center of you and just notice how your being wants to move in this moment with very little effort on any front. This is a very much an experience to nourish you in the ways you need it the most. So when you're ready, press pause, head on over, find that music playlist. And when you come back, there'll be a timestamp in the comments below to let you know the best place to jump back into to that third part of the ceremony and ritual, where we will dive deep into guided visualization, sound bath, very gentle, relaxing experience. So use those timestamps below to just navigate and get there quicker with ease. Enjoy. Welcome back. So I invite you now just to take a moment to find yourself a really comfortable position. You may like to lay down, support your knees with a bolster or pillow. Get yourself really comfortable. We're going to enjoy a guided visualization and just an opportunity to touch the light within, to celebrate this light and life force that you are both receiving and giving. So however you are now, just really allow yourself the permission to get comfortable, impeccable comfort. And you may be seated. You may like the support of something under your hips, or just trust whatever it is you need to feel physically comfortable for this next little while. And know that it's okay once you get yourself settled in. It's okay to move and wiggle around. Just trust that however this experience is for you, it will offer a state of deep relaxation if you are willing and allowing to receive it. So go ahead. If it feels comfortable, you may like to close your eyes. If not, that's fine. Just the invitation is there to just soften your gaze. Allow your eyes to rest on one focal point where there's very little distraction coming in from the outer world as you draw your energy and attention inward. Welcoming awareness of your breath. Just noticing where you notice your breath. Giving space for your breath to become the forefront of your focus. And you may notice as you bring your awareness to your breath that you naturally seek to make it longer, deeper, fuller, but just allow your breath to be breathed, to find its own natural rhythm as your mind simply observes the gentle inhale, the effortless exhale. Breathing yourself into yourself. And following the breath down into your body. Noticing where in your body it takes you. Noticing whatever subtle movements might be present in your body. Just simply from the inflow of breath, the outflow of breath. Observing those subtle expansion, the subtle contraction. And allowing those subtle undulations of your body to become almost a moving meditation in your body. A rhythmic, flowing energy that you can just observe and flow with. And on the next exhale, if it feels comfortable, you may like to just deepen that exhale and allow your body to sink a little deeper, to drop down into the space beneath you. To allow your body to become a little heavier, the essence of gravity to draw you down into the earth. And just allowing yourself to be met, to be held, to be supported by the earth. You may like to imagine now, if it feels right for you, as you breathe, this gentle, rhythmic expansion on the inhale, allowing your awareness to fill the space around your heart. Noticing as you inhale the space around your heart opening up. Perhaps even imagining, if it feels right for you, a ball of light at the center of your heart that breathes with you. So as you breathe in, the light radiates a little bit larger, a little bit bigger. The ball of light begins to grow with each inhalation and exhalation. You may even experience this as a sensation in your body. This radiance opening up from the center of your heart, beaming outward, being given life force by every breath. That radiance taking whatever form is most natural for you. You may see it with your mind's eye. You may feel the ripples of that energy moving through you. You may just notice the sensation of your heart as it feels more spacious and free and expansive. Starting to give real energy to this ball of light, growing, beginning to spread, become fuller and bigger from the center of you, now expanding out and filling your entire torso. And the next big inhale, noticing that beam of light starting to spread out towards the edges of your arms. Perhaps noticing it reaching down, right the way down into your pelvic bowl and your hips. Light starting to stream down your legs. Perhaps you may even visualize your whole being cocooned in light. Safe, warm, comforting light. Letting that light wash over you, nourish you. And becoming aware of how your light begins to expand beyond your physical body, out into the space around your body. And noticing those points where your light begins to meet the light of another orb. Perhaps you even start to imagine a ball of light in front of you, it pulsating and radiating in its own rhythm. Your light meeting the edges of its light. A dual current of light moving between you and this ball of light in front of you. Breathing in, feeling your light radiating outwards, breathing out, becoming aware of this exchange of light moving between you and the glowing iridescent bulb of light that is there beyond your periphery, just on the edges of your physical body. And now welcoming in awareness of someone close to you, someone you hold dear to your heart, allowing the image of them to just slowly materialize. And imagine now this beam of light radiating from the center of your heart. Imagine that meeting that spark of light at the center of them. So this is now another orb of light in our periphery. Sending love, light from the center of your being out to them, feeling your light being met, being received, being beamed back to you. Now welcoming another loved one, another person dear and close to your heart, letting them materialize in your mind's eye. Perhaps you just sense them, you feel their presence, maybe you see them, maybe you hear them. However you welcome them into your experience right now, just allow them to connect into this radiant light beaming from your center. Again, start to become aware of this exchange of light beaming from you to them, the center of their light radiating back to you. This dual current of light expanding, contracting, pulsating with its own beautiful rhythm. This light connecting you to all of the beautiful humans that you have known in this life. Start to imagine a gathering of people around you, each with their own orb of light at their center. Threads of light starting to weave a web from the center of you through to the center of each and every one of them. beautiful beings that you have touched in some significant way in this life. Perhaps they're even people you don't even know, but you have touched them in some special way. Feeling yourself now surrounded by a tribe of beings, orbs of light radiating, weaving threads of light into each other, through the center of you. And now allow that expansion to go even further now. Start to expand out to your ancestors, to all of the people who have come before you. Start to feel their light weaving through you, your light, illuminating them. Going back now even further, starting to imagine all of the animals in this life who you have connected with, who you have exchanged energy with, who you have felt the presence of. See their light and your light beaming backwards and forwards to each other. And if you can allow yourself now to pull back even further, gaining the highest possible perspective that you can, starting to imagine now the beautiful sacred geometry that's starting to take form as the center of your light greets, meets, gives and receives light to all of the amazing life forms that you are connected to on this planet. Let this image or feeling take form in whatever way it wants to in your mind's eye right now. Allow your imagination to float, allow it to journey through beautiful fractal images of light, sacred shapes of webs, of threads of light weaving together. Allowing yourself to come back and see the expanse of this beautiful tapestry that you are a part of. Perhaps like looking up to the stars, you're seeing constellations of light. You at the center, everything weaving in and through the center of you. Journeying up and out into the expanse. Or perhaps you're journeying in and down into the very smallest of atoms at the center of your being. All of these little balls of light weaving, connecting. Take a moment now just to explore, just to allow, call in spirit, call in source. Welcome the imagery, welcome the messages, welcome this sense of deep connection, of belonging. Allow your mind and your imagination to drift and just trust wherever it is you may go. Trust spirit to lead the way. this experience to bring you back into your light, into the radiance of your being. Coming back into your bubble of light. Welcoming that sensation of light that rises from the centermost point of you, following those threads of light all the way back into your body, back all the way into your heart. Feeling your heart as the bridge, the conduit between Great Spirit, Father Sky, reaching up towards the heavens, rooting down deep into the earth with our Great Mother supporting and feeding and nourishing. Feeling yourself deeply rooted down into your connection with the earth. And still feeling into that expanse of your being, of your connection to the infinite, the great unseen, the life force that is your light. That light that weaves us all together. That light that you reflect to others so they may know their beauty, their gifts. That light within you, which allows you to be the fullest, most luminous expression of yourself. Coming to rest down and in to that deep knowing of your luminous, radiant self and its magical reflection in everything you see, you touch, all woven together with threads of light. Resting in this deep knowing, dear one, may you know the immensity of your light being. And may you take this awareness out into this world. Gift it to the Great Mother. Allow this light to be a source of nourishment from the innermost point of you out into every relationship you share with others, into everything you do and give to this world. Start to notice and really honor and celebrate the ripples of this light within you. Blessings, dear one. May you go gently, move gently from this ritual into whatever it is you feel your being needs right now. And trust that guidance. May the energy of solstice be a time for you to feel connected, to feel the power of your light, the potency of the sun. May it be a time to fully express your radiance and shed anything that may otherwise hold you back from doing so. If it feels right, I'd like to invite you to take a nice full deep breath in with me. And an audible sigh, exhale, releasing out. Let's do that 2 more times. One more time. And taking a moment now just to cast the ripples of this beautiful ritual out into the world. You may like to do that by just imagining your gratitude like an overflowing cup pouring out through the top of your being, dripping out over you into the earth, into the room that you're in, into the lives of everyone around you. Or you may like to take a moment just to ripple it out with the sound of your voice, grounding you, connecting you into your body, and also sharing those frequencies out into the world. So there's an invitation now just to do 3 ohms with me to complete. So sounding out the tone of the universe. You're breathing in, preparing to tone. Blessings, dear one, and happy solstice to you. May you go forth and shine your light. So much love.